What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Some more regular Tarkir Dragonstorm. When this video goes live, it should be the day of the Arena Open. That is May 17th. But I'm out of town, so you'll have to do with one more regular before we get some Arena Open content. Anyways, opened a Thunder of Unity as our rare. I don't think that's a card I want to first pick over, say, Roiling Dragonstorm or Glacial Dragon Hunt. Roiling Dragonstorm, even if you don't have dragons, is still good enough, and then if you do have dragons, it just becomes a lot better, so easy pickup there for me. And what can I expect to wheel? Maybe not too much, that's fine. Getting past an Encroaching Dragonstorm and a Dragonstorm Forecaster. I'm not huge on Encroaching Dragonstorm, but I do like the card. There's also a Dragon's Prey here. Safer pick is probably like Sunpearl Kirin. I'm kind of down to take the Dragonstorm to follow the Dragonstorm, though. Yeah, why not? Looks like we'll be in the 5-color dragon build of things. So I need to make sure I get the early game to beat up on the Mardu/other aggro strategies. And then need to make sure I get just a couple of nice top-end cards to beat up on the opposing slower decks. I guess Detainment's going to be my pick here for some early-ish removal. Duty's super good, super annoying to play against. Formation Breaker's solid, Pack Beast. Could also just take Whisper here if I wanted to take another blue card. Let's go with the removal there, though. So it will be sealed day 1 for the Arena Open as usual, and then draft day 2, up to 2 drafts day 2, depending on how well you do. I've actually played in fact, maybe no best of 3 of this format, so that's not ideal. As usually best of 3 does change things up slightly. Venerated Stormsinger here. I don't really care for Einok in the Dragons deck. Could take the Boulderborn. Could also just take the Unending Whisper. I like the cheap card draw effects. I think I'll take the Whisper over the Boulderborn Dragon for now. Ooh, a Botanist, 5th pick. I've been seeing the Botanist go around real late lately. Not sure if just people are underrating it all of a sudden or not wanting to draft green. This card is just really good. Another Duty Beyond Death, Rakshasa's Bargain, another Whisper. I've said it for a while, but I just don't like Piercing Exhale. Zurgo's Vanguard, Sagu Pummeler. Yeah, not a bad start to some blue-green nonsense. But with the double Dragonstorm, would say I lean more towards trying to get some dragons. Maybe we can pick up a Carrot Guardian or something. Draft some Carrot Cake would be delicious. Another chance at a Boulderborn. Thornwood Falls looks good. I mean, I don't want to sleep on the dragons. I do want to make sure I get some, but Is Thornwood Falls too good to pass up? Probably. Probably. Sarkhan's Resolve's nice. If you're still not main decking this card, I think you're doing it wrong. Basically, every deck is going to have at least one flyer of some variety, and oftentimes they have multiple. And it's still a combat trick in the scenarios where they don't currently have a flyer, you know? Okay, on the wheel. I guess we did get a couple of green cards on the wheel. I could also just take Death Gorger here to make sure I get a dragon out of pack 1. I'm okay with that. Might play the Reclamation. It's got enough utility to put in your main. Though often it will be the very first card you cut if you need to cut something. Duty's Wheeling. Let's take the Gurmag here. Another card I could very easily see myself playing. And the last few pickups don't likely matter unless we do get one of those Boulderborn Dragons, I guess. Might not be able to wheel the second one, but I think we can get the first one back, possibly. Nope, okay. Pack 2. Blech. Double rare pack, both red. Haven't seen any red yet, but presumably Sarkhan would be okay at the end result of my deck, since I'm guessing I'm going to have at least a handful of dragons, given the double Dragonstorm. Rebuff is fine. Charge is decent. This is really not much here, huh? Yeah, this is not much at all. I guess the charge is what I like taking. I think that's the highest upside. Oh, a second Sarkhan would have been cool. That being said, Herd Heirloom is great. Disruptive Stormbrood's great. Kishla Skimmer's great. There's a Durgar Island Dragon here. Sultai Devotee. I've come down on the Herd Heirloom. I still don't mind it. But I think we'd rather take the Disruptive Stormbrood there. Into a Rakshasa's Bargain, perhaps? Dismal Backwater. Yep, Bargain's good. Ooh, a Wingblade Disciple too. Sibsig Appraiser, another Backwater. Okay. Yeah, maybe more of a Sultai build going on. Another Bargain. Sweet. Bargain over Blossoming Sands. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Kintree Severance or the Island Dragon. Severance, I do need removal, but I also want dragons. I guess if we take the Severance, we can plan on splashing the Detainment too. But it's probably easier if we just stick with Sultai. Nah, let's just take the dragon. Another Dragonstorm. We'll take Focus the Mind here. I mean, really, we're just blue-green with a touch of black, right? For the Gurmag and the Rakshasas, I don't need black. It just makes them easier. Really, the only thing I need black for is, like, the Disruptive. Dragon count is 3. This isn't looking any good. Wouldn't have even worked out had I taken the Sarkhans, both of them. Would have had very little fixing still. What was my best option then? I guess maybe a Mardu deck was the best seat for it. Well, no, I didn't see any. We saw like a couple of Vanguards, but I guess red wasn't there, so maybe like white something? I don't even know. Let's just say it hasn't been a very good draft. Not good at all. Sarkin Wheels. Well, that's the second Sarkin, actually. The first one did not. Take my 20 gems over the Monastery Messenger, which doesn't look good here anyways. Random 2-drop, sure. Yeah, this deck is bad. Pack 3 is going to need to give me some really nice ones. All right, here we go. Boom. Another Kishla village, huh? Tomb Guard has a little bit of synergy in our deck. We have, what, 2 Agent of Kotis, the Synchronized Charge, the Pummeler. I guess the Death Gorger too. Maybe I think I just take the Jungle Hollow here. Kind of sad. Yikes, this is pretty miserable. There goes Zergo. Attuned Hunter looks fine. We do have enough Harmonize and other Renew type effects for this. I mean, I'd currently say our Encroaching Dragonstorm is not even worth playing. What, 3 dragons still? Yeah, I'm just not sure what lane I was supposed to be in. What do we had a playable Mardu deck, maybe? But red just has not felt open at all, so. Alright, some other choices here. Wildling, Devotee, Dragon. Another chance at a Storm Singer, which doesn't look particularly good here. Yeah, let's just take the Dragon. A couple of Exhales in the pack. Kind of need the fixing / Dragon, I think. I mean, we could get like a late Death Begets Life and then a couple more just random dragons. Eerie Ultimatum. Very cool. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. But what, we have Sibsig, we have Champion, another Feral. I guess we have enough digging already. We have 2 Bargains, a Focus, a Night Watch. I think I'll just take the Champion. More 3 triple Exhale pack here. Got the blue, the red, and the black. I guess with our build, I'd rather take Dispelling. This is real bad. Leopard over a second Focus. Skimmer was a good pickup, but that doesn't save us by any means. Another Jungle Hollow was nice. Actually, how good is this Essence Anchor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just take the land. This is one of those pray I get to 3 win decks, I guess. Because this ain't it. This definitely ain't it. Maybe I was supposed to be like Jessica? No, again, I don't think we saw that much good red. We might have seen good red multicolor cards, but we didn't see individually good red cards. Maybe just like that one Molten Exhale. No Shock Brigades or anything, you know? Yeah, I think this was a difficult draft. Like late Mardu Devotee, but that was a very late Fortress Kinguard. Yeah, maybe it was some white deck. I don't know. Seven, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 green. Wait, I need to cut one card here. So let's go 8 green, 8 blue, 3 black. And then we have the Dragonstorm and the Wildling. Because really we only have one true black card. 16 lands is fine. Okay. Sultai stuff, I guess. Confidence is low. I'm not sure we're good versus the fast decks. I'm also not sure we're good versus the slow decks. Where does that leave us? Not good versus also the mid-range decks. Oh, look at me. I'm Mardu. All right. Well, if I had to take the choice between a fast deck or a slow deck, I think I would prefer to fight against Mardu, because at least we have a bunch of cheap creatures. Alright, use your trick. Sure. Fire Rim form has resolved. Let's go grab Swamp. We will go ahead and disruptive that Devotee. The Pack Beast, that is not great. However, I have a 4/4. So, let's hope that they don't have a way to push through. Okay, that only is hitting me for 3 damage then. That's not too bad. Would have been nice to hold up the dispelling there, but gotta develop to the board. Alright, so if this is... I mean, I got a block here. I'm gonna assume this is just a duty beyond death type effect. If they have 2 cheap tricks, that's unfortunate, sure. If they didn't, I might have gotten punished. Wow. So if I had blocked the 3/3 and the 0/4, we might have been in really good shape. Not bad. We have the resolve now, so I can kill their dragon if they hard cast it. Alright. Well. If they have the duty, I still get wrecked. Gotcha. So that was the other trick that they had last turn. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, we're dead. Needed to find a creature there. Too late, botanist. I am dead on board to the bearer activation. So those tokens are going to gain Death Touch. They missed lethal by not attacking with all and pumping with bearer. I don't think that matters, however. Yep, good beats. Alright. Well, like I said, we're probably not favored versus any deck, but if we do want to fight against any, it would be one of those Mardu decks. Yeah, this is... like, on paper, this deck looks like it has a reasonable curve and creatures and whatnot. It's just everything is like a C, you know? So... okay, that's a good hand. Turn 2 botanist and whatnot, always a viable route to victory. Descendant. Ooh, into a Attuned Hunter. Nice. Oh, wow, look at that. Turn 2 botanist wins again. Severance Priest. Okay, they get to take Peek-See at my hand. I assume they're going to take Dispelling Exhale here, as taking the Dragonstorm or the Deathgorger is pretty risky. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that was a good draw. Yeah, I think I'm okay just Dragonstorming here. I actually will grab a second black source because there is a world where I wanted 2 black spell, double black spell. That's fine. Yeah, we attack with both here, I'm pretty sure. And then the Deathgorger can eat the champion from their graveyard if they make a trade. What is the wording on this? Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, can you hit multiple graveyards? No, single graveyard, that's too bad. So I could level up my hunter, but it's going to be better to eat their champion. Kintree, Severance, Exile into Trigger of the Descendant. That's pretty good. They are going to buff it up. Okay. I still think we're attacking here. I'm going to wait one more turn on the Stormbrood, I think. Okay. Alright, I get a 2/2. was a great draw. Could go for lethal here. I'm going to skim, champion on the token. That grows our hunter, draws us a card. That leaves us 7 trample power. And then I could go for resolve, though it's a little risky. I think we'll just attack for 7. No plays? Alright. I'll go for it. No blocks either. Sweet. I mean, I guess blocking doesn't make sense because I trample. Okay! We cannot go 0-3. All it took to get a win was playing against Abzan. We've got to win, baby. We've got to win. Alright, on the play again. Win some die rolls, play some random creatures. Who knows? Turn 1 Forecaster. That is not good. Like I said, I don't think we can beat a dragon deck. We just don't put them under enough pressure, and we don't have anywhere close to card quality of theirs. Probably, anyway. Do we want to draw any of those? I guess the Serpent, probably good. I mean, I know if I had taken the Leopard, we could possibly kill their globe, but I think I want to go for the tempo of the Serpent. Ooh, they didn't have a 3rd land then. Wow, that was actually really nice. Otherwise, they would have gone globe into that. That could be the window we need. They might be a turn behind now because of that, right? Okay, so they have 1 of each at least, possibly more. Like Tapland and Globe would be great there. No, that's still really good for us. Let's go with the tempo like I was talking about. So Globe into Champion now could be a viable line for them. They're not really going to want to play out their 5-mana 3/3 flyer here. Yep, that's fine. That was a good draw. Can go Disciple into Botanist. And they are already chumping with their 0-3. Good. Okay. I mean, even if they just play like a Sagu Wildling, that's a little bit bad, but we can still just try to rush down the Wildling. That's a good sign. That means they're in need of something. Oh, they've been to 3-mana 4/4, so looks like they'll probably survive another turn. Sure. Well, that means they have to chump on the ground if they don't have anything else. This is better to bargain for 4 mana and keep the Jungle Hollow untapped. Oh yeah, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. And then I'm going to put the double creature in the graveyard. Because we can pump our creatures next turn with them. Does Humbling Elder save them? I guess the -2 probably does. Go to 1 here, it looks like, is their plan? Sure. And we actually want to kill the Elder because 2 toughness is more relevant than 1 when we have another synchronized charge ability from graveyard. Okay. So they are dead on board because I can renew on our token and then charge on our token for lethal. Actually, they're just dead any number of ways. I mean, this kills them too. Yep. GG. Let's go! Two and one. Uh-oh, we lost the die roll. Hand is medium. Uh-oh, look at me, I'm Mardu. So... If I turn one Wildling for a swamp... Yeah, that's probably the best line. I mean, if I don't draw anything, or if they don't do anything I want to kill, I can always just play the Thornwood Falls next turn. It's annoying. Oh, we drew the land anyways. Okay. I do still want to Disruptive that, even though I don't love killing the Forebear, of course, since it just can come back, but that will buy us a lot of life for now. Pass? Cool. Boros with nothing to do on turn 3, so they probably have some kind of nonsense, of course. Yeah, we'll take the Stormbrood back on top. Even got to kind of draw a card off of Agent going to the graveyard. Frontline rush for the Tokies. Okay. Ooh. Maybe they're going to use like a Rebellious Charge pre-combat? No, okay. Well, I can kill the Cutter if I draw another land, but I think I'm kind of priced into playing Champion of this turn as an extra blocker. Which unfortunately means if I don't draw an untapped land next turn, we are going to have a really poor next turn. Can they double spell here? That would suck. I mean, I'm just going to block the one that forces them to do something. They clearly have it. Yep. Okay, land here would be big game. And at this point, I actually probably just kill the detainment. As getting an extra blocker, I think, is better than killing the cutter when they're kind of living off the top. Really? Okay. It's really awkward if they blow up the Stormbrood, because that means... Wow, if I kill their second detainment, I get to re-trigger. I don't know if that was right from them. Unless they have like a... Well, no, I guess that doesn't do anything. Yeah, okay. I do have a... Leopard somewhere in the deck. Sure. Just eat the 2/2, take 7, go to 7. Okay. We need them to just brick on one turn. Oh, this double bargain wanted to get cast so badly. Alright, what you got? Maybe make a 1/1? Nothing? Why would they not at least make a 1/1 is the question. Oh, they have a second play. Okay. Well, dang it, we drew the 6th land for the Death Gorger right after. I think I actually play out the 3/5 here. Eat one of my own cards so that I can trigger the skimmer. Because the Island Dragon's a worse blocker if they move the Cutter over to their Vanguard, whereas our Death Gorger not only has more toughness for trample, but Death Touch means it'll trade. Nice. Okay, they drew a land for the turn. I guess they can equip the Cutter to the Forebear. No, that doesn't do much, because then the Death Gorger just blocks the Forebear. Skimmer would trade with Vanguard. Yeah, I think we're stabilizing here. Very good. Actually, I could try to race them by using Synchronized Charge this turn, but... I think we're supposed to go like this and sit back for one more turn. Okay. Well, they're not attacking here. Or it's not a good attack if they do, so I'm not even going to bother tapping. Wildling plus gain lifeland. Go back up to 10. Go back up to 11. Attack. Pass. And now I'd say we're pretty firmly in the lead. Oh, that's annoying, but that's not going to be good enough here. I could move the cutter over to it and then give something haste. They still don't have a good attack, so I'm going to just let them do it if they want to. And that should probably do her. So we're going to go charge full cast on the Gorger and the Wildling. That means I have 11 Vigilance flying damage. And let's hold up tap down plus exhale. Nice! Wow. I am legitimately surprised we have pulled off 3 wins with this deck. But here we are, 3-1. Okay. I would consider that a win. A win is a win is a win. Opponent goes first. What are we looking at here? Yeah, keepable hand. Oh no, look at me, I'm Mardu! We do have some cheap creatures though, and that goes a long ways versus the aggressive decks. Yeah, here we go. I think I'm going to lead on the Agent of Kotis here, and then go Leopard next turn. Nice, they don't want to trade off their headliner. That's bad. I need to play the 2-drop this turn so that if I want to next turn I can go Disciple plus Wildling for the token. Okay. Well, if they had Duty Beyond Death, they would attack with the Duelist. Oh wow, they're just going to Static Snare one of these two? It's surprising, and I don't think I mind that. How dead am I to them going land, activate Bearer of Glory next turn? Kind of dead? Very dead? They might also just kill my Disciple with their headliner. Oh, well, there's the 5th land. Yeah, we're pretty dead. I think they should be attacking with everything here, not close, right? Like, actually not close, they should be attacking with everything. There they go. Okay. So block, 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 take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 9, take 9. So if I draw my dragon to kill the pack beast, we have a small chance. That is not it. We're just dead, right? No outs. Alright, good beats. Yeah, their curve was fantastic. If we had one removal spell, we probably would have been fine. But my deck does not have that much removal in it. It is quite actually... Wait, is that it? Is that my only removal spell, technically? The Omen of the Stormbrood? Because this isn't a true removal spell unless they play a flyer. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm glad we got our 3 wins already, because that was maybe more the expectation. Just getting wrecked. I would consider getting one more win with this deck a trophy. Let's be real. Hell, I already considered 3 wins getting a trophy. Alright. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to be using Dispel with this hand anytime soon. Kind of hoping to just curve out, right? Turn 2 Botanist, turn 3 Champion, turn 4 Dragonstorm, turn 5 Dragon. That would be good. The Jeskai Monument. Mountain acquired. Alright. Don't touch my Botanist, please. I am going to lose to all of the Dalkavan pack beasts. Damn, wish I had my Sarkhan's Resolve in my hand. Would absolutely lose it, use it there. Yeah, I'm just going to cycle this off now. Okay, that's not too bad if they're going to spend their turn 4 like that. Uh-oh. Land. Phew. So I probably take a turn off here to get some more mana developed out. Even though that means I'm going to start taking some chunks. Probably go for double 3-drop next turn. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Guess we'll take that. Wow. Sick. Sick nasties. Oh, good. We're dead. I'm just going to block as if they don't have their Duty Beyond Death. Because that one is basically always going to wreck us in some capacity. If it's not duty, we might be okay. I mean, maybe they just kill me with like a frontline rush. Frontline rush is 9 extra damage. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're dead to a frontline rush exactly because of the devotee. Yep, nice. All right, I mean, nothing to do about that, so. I take 16. Good beats, good draw. Yeah, both of the losses to the red-white decks were to them curving out pretty well. But more importantly, my deck not having anything to interact with a single creature, right? Either time, if we can kill the Dalkavan Pack Beast, we should be okay. But this deck, happy with 3 wins. The draft was pretty interesting. I don't know, again, which route I was supposed to take. Maybe it was some kind of Jeskai. We saw some Effortless Masters and stuff go around late. But this deck was really, really weak. Besides its curve, it had basically no interaction for the opponent. If they stuck a creature, unless it was a flyer, it was very hard for me to interact, so not upset with 3 wins. Cool, cool, cool. All right, friends, we'll see you back next time with some Arena Open goodness. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.